Mike Jones.
BBN. Wait, what? BBN. Jack Frost. What's up, party people? How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's Jim Jones. What? I hope everybody has a good day. Wait, hold on. Somebody came in here early with the craziness. Jim Jones did what? Jamal, put me on. I want to know. What up, everybody? I hope everybody has a beautiful day. Before we even start, I want to play something for y'all real quick. I seen this morning. I hope this don't get my channel hit. It might, but I want to share this with y'all. Everybody check out this. I seen this morning. I want everybody to be a part of this before the show even gets started. I want it right and dead in the middle, in the beginning. Hold on. And yo, yeah, tell me what the hell you talking about with Jim Jones. Shout out to Jim Jones. I hope.
She then asked me, "Were you born in this country?" And I was immediately offended. And I said, "Yeah, I was born in this country." And then she says, "Do you have any kids?" I said, "No, I don't have any kids." She then asked me if I was married. And then I said, "No, ma'am, I am not married." She says, "How old are you?" I said, 19. "May I help you find something?" She then says, "You are the most beautiful girl I have seen." And I said, "Oh, thank you." And then she says, "I think you could be the next Miss USA." I'm in the Army, okay? We don't do pageants in the Army. She then asked me to meet her at Starbucks the very next day before my next shift at Target. And apparently I was a pretty open-minded 19-year-old because I actually agreed to meet her the very next day. The next day she brought this foot-tall stack of pageant books and proceeds to convince me to enter into a state pageant. So 3 months later, I compete in my first pageant and I lose. I go back the second year, compete in the state pageant. I lose. Go back the third year, compete in the state pageant and lose. Go back the fourth year, compete in the same pageant and lose. I go back the fifth year, y'all. Compete in the state pageant and lose. But guess what? I go back the sixth year. Guess what happens? I lose. I called her on the phone and said, "You told me I could be the next Miss USA." And she says, "Deshauna, keep working. Don't quit. Keep going back." And in June of 2015, she passes away from leukemia. 6 months later, in December 2015, I win Miss District of Columbia, USA. And 6 months after that, in June of 2016, I become the first soldier to win Miss USA. At times, our purpose drops in our laps as if the heavens threw it by accident. I ask only one thing of you all today after you leave this building. Do not fear failure, but please be terrified of regret. Giving up is the birth of regret. After you walk out this door, you will receive 100 doors shut, slam in your face. You will have 100 moments that will be filled with someone telling you no, or telling you, thank you for your application, but we regret to inform you that we've chosen a different candidate for this job. You will sit in 100 different interviews and you will not get the job. The reality of life is that we will all hear more no's than we hear yeses. And we will fail a lot, and I mean a whole lot. But what I ask of you today is to not take no for an answer. Don't be afraid of no's. Be afraid of the possibility of a yes that you have prematurely destroyed because you decided to quit before the clock strikes 12. I love a good no. Please tell me no. Telling me no is like adding fuel to a fire that is now set ablaze because of your single no. So today I challenge you to fight, to work, to not stop here, to believe so heavily in your aspirations that you too will not fear the word no, but instead you will choose to welcome it.
I wanted to share that with y'all this morning. So I saw that. Shout out to Wallow. Wallow from Gillian Wallow. So I saw that this morning, and I wanted to share that with y'all. And so I want to share another thing with y'all too, just so we can be clear. Nigga, I think he was just talking about, part of my language, the fact that it's cold outside and it's snowing. I don't think he was talking about this Jack Frost, but hey, I enjoy the traffic. If that post is gonna send people here, I enjoy the traffic. I hope he wasn't talking about me. He was talking about staying inside and shit. Do you know something I don't know? I hope he wasn't talking about me. I wanted to share that this morning. Before we go any further, let's give appreciation to everybody that pulled up and did drop yesterday. I believe we got at least one person, right? No fairness. What the hell was that? Oh, I wanted to see that video. It was about a cat protecting a baby. I watch the stupidest YouTube videos. I ain't gonna lie to you. I constantly watch these animal YouTube videos and lose time. Shout out to DSTM with the $5 drop. Definitely appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate everybody, like on some real shit. I appreciate everybody. If you like, comment, subscribe. I'm just happy that I actually like my job, not for nothing. Even though most people don't consider it a job, I actually like it. With that being said, I need y'all to look at them buildings in the background. You see them buildings? You see them buildings? You see them buildings? Boom, the sun. Let's do roll call real quick and then get into it. What up to the real Juan? He says, morning, BBN Frost. How you doing? Can we get those likes up? Also, gentlemen, what up? DZ says, good morning, BBN Frost. What's up? Salute to the BBN West smoking section. What up, Jamal? Jamal says, yo, why Jim Jones mention Frost's name like that? I don't think he was talking about me, but shout out to Jim. He is right, though. It's cold out there. Stay out. If you don't got to go outside, don't go outside. That's a whole fact. It's dangerous weather, period. What up, Watts Games? How you doing, my brother? Salute. You know, we posted you yesterday. You put up something that had to do with your money-making ventures. So, obviously, BBN posted you. What up, Mind, Body, and Soul? Says, good morning, BBN family. Yo, this morning, we're going to be talking about Silento. Right? But I think we're going to be talking about, I think the conversation is probably going to go a little bit further than just that particular brother and the trials and tribulations that he's fighting right now. Because what up, D Candy, man? Because to be perfectly honest with you, the situation that Silento is going through, we don't know per se. We're not privy to everything. But what I will say is this. When you start, whenever you do good, and we don't know that situation. What up, Lex BX? We don't know that situation, so I don't want it to be like I'm saying that this happened or I'm saying that that happened. I just want to explain something real quick. And anybody that is known anywhere for doing anything well, Let me know what y'all think about this. Whenever you come up, there's gonna be people that are gonna feel like they was a part of your success, whether they were not. I'm gonna say this again. Whenever you come up, there's gonna be people that's gonna feel like they were a part of your success, whether they were or whether they were not. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a perfect example. And this is not to throw shade at nobody. I just want to give a good example. I have a cousin who has been extremely important to me in my life. My whole life, since I've known him, he's taught me a lot of things, and he's put me onto a lot. His name is Zig. He has been a very important figure in my life while I was growing up. He put me onto a lot. He was influential in a lot of things that I've done in my life. He was a brother for me. He's a cousin, but he's an older cousin. He was a brother for me at times when I didn't feel like I had any. Sometimes he's even been like a father to me when I feel like I didn't have one. He's very influential in my life. But he doesn't know how he's influential in my life. So the things that he attempts to sometimes take credit for pushing me towards or encouraging me on, he's incorrect about. Because some of the impact that he's had on my life is way bigger, is way more expansive than them little things that he's thinking about he encouraged or influenced. So I say all that to say this. Often when you make it, and I'm not talking about him in this aspect, it was just for the previous thing in which I was speaking on. Say what's up to my niece, Dimani. Dimani's up in here. How you doing, baby girl? Oh, I can't do that. That's for chicks. But so everybody say what's up to my niece, Dimani. So hold on. I just want to be clear on this. I'm not talking about him with this next thing that I'm going to say. I'm just explaining sometimes what happens to people when they make it. You'll have individuals who, and you probably ain't even make it yet. You probably still on your grind or your struggle. And you'll have individuals who will believe that they were influenced you to do things which they had no part of. But there was other greater things that they did influence. So I say all that to say this. Silento is currently being, he was arrested, and I believe he's still being held. I didn't hear nothing about him being bonded or bailed out or anything. So he's currently still being held for the murder of his older cousin. I'm going to have to assume that whoever this older individual is probably a person in his life that gave influence at one point or another. We have no idea why anybody, we don't even know if he did it, just so we can be clear. So we're not saying that he was involved in anything. But what I will say is they have surveillance footage from a Ring phone. From a Ring doorbell. You know the doorbells that got the camera on it? They have surveillance footage from a Ring doorbell. So with that being said, whoever did it, they are probably not in a good position. What up? Wheezy. Whoever did it is probably going to get caught. Okay, just so we can be clear. They have him currently. What up, James S? Salute to James S. BBN West. How you doing, my brother? Smoking section. So I say that to say this. The fact that he killed the older cousin. Remember, Silento is the dude that did that Nene. Remember that song Nene? For everybody that don't know who I'm talking about, he made that song. So there's no telling how kind of people he had around him at that time that was helping to keep him, whatever. So the point in which I'm trying to make is this: he just killed his older cousin. He's being accused of killing his older cousin. We do not know if this is true. We just know that this is what the state is going to say that they are going to try to prove. Currently, that's where the case is at. And I just want to say, sometimes when you start going places in life, there's going to be individuals that's going to try to attach themselves to you, whether they should or whether they should not. Like right now, if I had a family member contact me and told me that they needed something and I could actually do it for them, even the ones that I don't really, I would probably do it if I could. But that has to deal with who I am. Get it? We don't know the relationship between Silento yet and the man who they're saying is his cousin that was murdered. What we do know is this: Silento was an artist that was a young artist, a kid artist. He came out with a hit. It banged. It rocked for a couple of years. There's still people doing that damn dance, right? That dance that they do, there's still people doing that shit, right? For everybody else that don't know, he just recently got in trouble for domestic violence, Silento, and he's been getting arrested for a couple of different things. Hold on. Just so y'all can understand, he's been going through. Silento has been going through a lot right now. He just recently got arrested for a domestic violence situation, and let's go look at. I believe we looked at the Atlanta yesterday. Let's go look at Rolling Stones. They might have a little bit of an update. But I just want all of us to be cognizant of the fact that when somebody starts to get into some realm of popularity, it's not easy. I'm fortunate. I've been popular for a lot of my life. Maybe that's why I don't understand the haters affect me in a certain way. Like, I've really been popular, like, almost everywhere I've ever been. A majority of my life, I've rarely ever been. Like, I don't, like, this is a new to me to not be, to be hated, like, the way that, whatever the hell was going on. This is literally new to me. So I need for y'all to bear with me a little bit. This is new to me. I'm used to people liking me, to be honest with you. Keep it a whole stack. I'm really not used to people not liking me. So I need for y'all to understand I'm ignorant to certain things. So I want to look at this thing real quick. Let's look at what the Rolling Stones are saying about this real quick, if y'all don't mind. Boom. That's Silento for everybody that don't know. Investigators in Georgia still trying to uncover a motive, so they're pretty certain he did it. It says Silento, the rapper known for his 2015 viral hit Watch Me Whip It, Nene, was arrested Monday, February 1st for the alleged murder of his cousin, Frederick Rooks. The McCobb County Police Department in Georgia confirmed the arrest in a statement saying Silento, real name Ricky Hawk, was booked into the DeKalb County Jail and charged with murder. Per the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, Hawk was being held without bond as late as Monday. A representative for Hawk did not immediately return Rolling Stone's requests. Then they got a tweet right there, basically speaking. Is that a tweet? Yeah, that's a tweet, basically speaking on the situation. He says the shooting allegedly took place in the morning of January 21st, with the police officer responding to a person shot call at around 3:30 a.m. According to an incident report, the officer found Rooks dead with multiple gunshot wounds to the face and leg, and at least 8 bullet casings in the street. Investigators collected information and footage from security cameras of several nearby residents. Video footage captured at least 1 gunshot, while there was also footage of several vehicles fleeing the scene at high speeds. While the police had no suspects at the time, the DKPD statements reads, after a thorough investigation, DKPD detectives identified Hawk as Rook's cousin and the person responsible for Rook's murder. Investigators still working to uncover the motive of the shooting. Hawk rose to prominence in 2015 with his debut single, Watch Me Whip Nene, which became a viral hit sparked by a popular dance craze. While he continued releasing music as Silento, he's yet to score another major hit. As the AJC notes, Hawk was arrested twice in 1 week last October on domestic violence and gun charges in California, and in October he was booked in Georgia for allegedly speeding on the highway going over 140 miles per hour. At the time, he claims he was speeding because he was followed. Before we go any further, let me just check something real quick. So we could get, let's see, what the fuck? Oh. Silento Metro Atlanta native and rapper has been arrested on 2 separate incidents that police say happened as he searched for his girlfriend. This is the dude that was looking for his girlfriend, rolled up in somebody's crib, I believe. The whipping native author was arrested on domestic violence and assault with a deadly weapon charged after incidents in Orange County, California, and Los Angeles. Police told ABC News affiliate KABC. The rapper, whose real name is Ricky Lamar Hawk, was taken into custody August 28th after domestic disturbance was reported at the Santa Ana home in the 100 block of MacArthur Boulevard. He was booked and released on the charge of inflicting corporal punishment on a spouse or cohabitant. A day later, police say Hawk arrived with a hatchet in hand to a home in the 12,700 block of Burbank Boulevard in the Valley Village, a neighborhood outside of Los Angeles. The homeowner, who did not know him, told police the 22-year-old claimed he was looking for his girlfriend. The homeowner and their children were present when he came in their home. No one was harmed. He was arrested a second time just a block away from the home and later charged with 2 counts of assault with a deadly weapon by Los Angeles County District Attorney Office. The former teenage rap sensation found success across the globe with his song Dance Whip It Nene. His music video for the track was viewed more than 1.85 billion times, 1.8 billion times now. On YouTube in 2017. He was banned from leaving the United Arab Emirates due to a business dispute. He was ordered by a court in the city of Al Ain to pay a local promoter $81,500 because he failed to perform 2 scheduled shows. His representatives at the time said he did not cancel any shows. Last year, the Billboard chart topper who raised on Stone Mountain lent his star status to do some anti-vaping campaign. So homeboy right here, Silento, he's obviously been having some situations going on with himself and the law. I don't know how to explain this. We want to hope that everything works out for the brother, not for nothing. Shout out to Bree Powell, this sniper. What up, DSTN? Ain't nobody calling you Dustin. I don't care what your wife says. And what's up, Mark Hernandez? I don't think people understand how difficult it is to be in the public eye. From what it seems to me, first of all, he was running around the neighborhood looking for his girlfriend with a hatchet. So what the hell was that after he already committed a domestic violence against her? So I just want to say something real quick. Any of you guys or females out there that feel like y'all got to commit domestic violence against your spouse, you should probably not be with that particular individual. I understand that there's toxic relationships. I literally used to date a female that stopped dating me because she said that I don't hit women. What up, Liberty Hazelton? How you doing, my brother? I literally, I was a kid at the time, so was she. Don't get this confused. It wasn't adult version me or adult version her. But I literally got screamed on because homegirl said that I don't hit women, and if you don't hit women, you can't be a real man. That's basically what she was telling me. She had her own shit that she was going through in her life, I'm gonna assume. But the point in which I'm trying to make is, if you gotta be abusive to somebody, you probably don't need to be in that relationship. That's not good for you. It's not good for your future growth. That's not good for where you want to go. Now, as far as with the Silento situation, they're saying that there was a Ring bell. You know, the Ring bell with the video camera on it? It was apparently caught whoever did this. So I think that's how they narrowed it down to him. My question is this. What up, Rude? Don't nobody see them dots, Jones. My question is this. Listen, what my question is. The murder was committed on the 21st. Did it take them all the way to the 1st to get to see what was on the ring? Like, what took them so long for them to be able to look at whatever the video, at whatever got them to him? What took them so long? They have video evidence, allegedly, right? That's one. 2, they said a ton of cars sped away from the house. There might be a good chance that they don't think he did it. There might be a good chance that they just believe that he could lead them to the person who did do it. I'm going to tell you something that the police do real quick. They will arrest you knowing that you did not do the thing, but knowing that you know who did it. And they will hold you to those charges until you talk. What up, Prince to me? How you doing this morning? The police do this. That's why I try to say there's a difference. There's a difference between a snitch and being a citizen. There's a difference. If you in the game, you can't tell on nobody. If you in the game, you can't tell somebody do something to you. Because you in the game. Now, what it sounds like to me is Silento was involved in shit. That's what it looks like. What do I know? I don't know the dude. But if you are in the street, you can't tell on nobody. That's one of the biggest reasons why it's a thing, why being a snitch is not something that people fuck with. Because people that have been through the system, they know what's going on. All you have to do is be quiet. You didn't do it. You could have beat that. You could have beat that. All you had to do was be quiet. How many times have you heard that? All you had to do is be quiet. You could have beat that. That person didn't have to tell. There's a difference between being a citizen and being a snitch. Part of the problem that we have now is you got individuals that want to abuse citizens, saying that if a citizen go to the police that they're a snitch. Know how much of a problem that is? We need more real niggas to come out, more real street people, pardon me, to come out and disprove that. Like, nah, we're not doing that. You're not going to go over there bothering that citizen who's trying to live their life. And then when that citizen don't want to get involved or take it to the level that you want to take it to because they don't want to risk going to prison. You don't care about going to prison. That citizen don't want to go to prison. I don't want to go to prison. Just so we could be clear. I don't know how many citizens in here right now is like, oh man, I can't wait for that prison time. I don't want to go to prison. I don't know what to tell you. I literally, and this is no cap, I literally stay in trouble with the fucking police. I gotta stay away from police right now. If I get involved in something, I have a whole nother situation that's gonna get called back. I gotta go like a whole nother 9 months. This is facts. I'll be walking away from shit like crazy. And people be looking at me like, yo, that nigga pussy. And I'm busy like, I don't want to risk it. I got a whole life to live. I did something. I got in whatever mess I got into. Now I got to sit around and avoid as much shit as possible. While you, whoever the individual is, that, you know, they fine living in prison for 10, 20 years. They fine with it. They don't got no real aspirations for life. They'll throw 10, 20 years away. Dude, I don't care if you straight or gay. Prison is not the move. Who want to have all their rights taken away from them? What up, Salty Sat Creation? Who want to have all their rights taken away from them? Who want to not be able to do what you want to do when you want to do it? Who want that? A person will not know nothing about you, but they will assume a ton of shit about you based on their own experiences having nothing to do with what's going on in your life. Don't forget that. I don't make those assumptions. That's why I'm usually pretty accurate when I'm talking about shit over here. Because I don't make assumptions based on what my experience is. Because I understand my experiences are different than most. I tried to explain this to somebody a while back. If you know somebody that calls me by my government name, me and them is not cool. The only people who ever call me by my government name is chicks I'm banging. I'm keeping it a stack. My father, my mother. Don't nobody else call me by my government. My mother's sisters and my mother's sisters and brothers and my father's sisters and brothers. If you know somebody and they trying to trick you by just calling me by my government name, they don't know me. I'm just keeping it a stack. My brother and maybe his wife, they don't even call me by my government. No one calls me by my government name. Because there's a weirdo around here that knows my government name, so he calls everybody up calling me by it. I don't know this nigga. He know people that know me, but I don't know him. Not like that. Pay attention. Nah, man, you good. This is the best way to do it. Hold on. Hold on, watch this. So I say all that to say this. They say that he's arrested for murder, Silento. But they also say, just so we could be clear, there were cars speeding away from the house after the alleged situation happened. Right? After the alleged situation happened, there was a ton of cars speeding away from the house. Like a couple of cars, 3 or 4 cars, who knows, right? Now I say all that to say this. Bear with me. He probably did kill his cousin. Who knows, right? But guess what? Maybe he didn't. Maybe he just knows who did it. The police ran into a brick wall. They was investigating. 6, 7, 8, 9 days. They ran into a brick wall. They said, all right, we got to bring them in. We bring them in, we make people scared. Sometimes the police will arrest you to see how other niggas is moving. I mean, not that I don't know them at all. I knew them for like 6, 7 months. We worked at the same job. We worked at the same job. I knew them for about 6, 7 months. Just keeping it a stack. But I don't know them. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know them. Anybody calling me by my government name, they do not know me. I had somebody call me up the other day. I'm going to tell you how real it is. I had somebody call me up the other day, and they talked to the person that called me by my government name. Then they called me by my government name. I'm not going to fuck with that person no more. I'm going to be polite to the person, but I'm not dealing with that person no more. Not never. I'm not doing no business with the person. I used to do business with them. I don't even dislike them. But I'm not going to do no business with the person. I'm not dealing with the person. Because once you call me by my government name, that means that you fuck with the ops. You fuck with the people that don't like me. Because don't nobody that like me call me by my government name. Pay attention. Not one person. Put it like this. Me speaking from a me standpoint. I know where I know you from and how I know you due to what you call me. There's about 10 or 15 different things people call me out there in the street. If you go to a different neighborhood, it's a different thing. If you go to a different place, it's for a different reason. Nobody calls me by my government name, except for people who don't like me. Shout out to that. So shout out to Jim Jones. Jim Jones had a funny. I got somebody calling in right now. Watch this. I'm gonna have somebody call in right now. Right now, I'm about to have somebody call in. I just text somebody real quick and ask them could they call in for a second. I'm gonna have somebody call in right now. Watch this. Anyway, I just want to be mindful about that real quick. So, real quick, does Silento has any other songs other than that Whip It Nene song? Does anybody know about that? Does he have any other music, or is that just his only hit? Is he just a super one-hit wonder? Because that might be what it is. Shout out to that shit. The damn song took off. It did incredible. Silento, and just so we could be clear, and Soulja Boy is probably the reason for the creation of TikTok. Don't let none of that go over your head. Basically, all of what's her name? Meg Thee Stallion's songs are promoted in basically the same manner. Meg Thee Stallion drops a song, they attach a dance to it, they create a craze. Isn't that what Soulja Boy did? Soulja Boy's song is about his dance, right? I mean, that song Soulja Boy got, that Superman shit, that's about the dance, right? That's what the song is about, right? Shout out to that. I'm not upset. I'm happy it's not about killing people or, you know, sexually assaulting women. I'm glad it's not about that. But Soulja Boy's song is just about, if I'm not incorrect, if I'm not incorrect, Soulja Boy's song is about the damn dance, right? Silento's song is about the damn dance, right? Macarena is about the damn dance, right? Ain't people still doing that shit? I don't know how to, that's the only moves I know that did Macarena dance. But ain't people still doing that Macarena? Or am I wrong? Or am I incorrect? I don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, I don't know. The hell do I know? Literally about the dance. Kid and Play. Hold on. I'm going to put y'all on to something. Kid and Play wasn't that good of rappers. They just had dope dances in their videos. Kid and Play literally would not... Kid was nice. But he didn't really exhibit it that much in the music. But you didn't know Kid and Play because of the way they... What up, Shannon? Everybody say what's up to my sister-in-law. Hey, can you give me a call? I want to ask you one question and take 2 seconds. Yo, hold on. Kid and Play. Kid and Play were known for dancing. Kid and Play wasn't known for rapping. Kid was actually pretty good, though. But they wasn't known for rapping. They were known for dancing. Then they did the movie, and they was known more for fucking House Party. Right? Then the actual music. Hold on, how many albums did Kid and Play actually have? I know I think they had a song Funky Enough, and I think they had a song We're Too Hype. Right? Hold on. I'm not trying to go too deep down this rabbit hole right here, but I do want to Oh, fuck, I wrote albums, but I never wrote Kid and Play. Hold on. All right, so they had 3 albums. One was Faced in... The first one was Too Hype, right? Then they had a Fun House, and they had Faced in... These guys was dropping an album damn near every year. They didn't drop albums like this that much back in the day. Yeah, but you didn't watch Kid and Play. You didn't watch Kid and Play because you was like, yo, just so we could be clear, you didn't watch Kid and Play because you, oh, for everything, yo, check this out. I'm going to show you how real it is so y'all can know how long. You see this logo thing right there? Can I zoom this shit in? You see this logo thing right there? That's literally the logo for my book. You see that right there? Hold on. You see that right there? That's literally the logo for my book. I want to show you something real quick so people can understand. I got to get back to writing on that shit right there, too. Celestial color. That's literally the logo for my book. Literally the logo for my book. Y'all should go buy it, by the way. Look, if you ever see anybody call me this right here, they don't fuck with me. Me is not cool. They just trying to make you think we cool. That's my name. If you ever see anybody use that right there, they just trying to make you think they cool with me or that they know something about me that don't nobody else know. We are not friends. I can guarantee you we are not friends. I didn't say they couldn't rap. Why you putting words in my mouth? Hold on. We're just going to take this for 1 second. Did anybody say that they couldn't rap? Or did I say that I didn't believe they was that good, but Play was the better one? Also, how do you know what I call rap, Jarrell Rogers? Why can't I just think that I was better than them? So get out of here. That's the ops, by the way. Whenever you see somebody come in and nitpick like that, it's only one person, all right, with a different account. It's only one person with a different account. Whenever you see anybody come in here and nitpick like that. Okay, I told you to call me. No, that person don't have an opinion. That person just waits for me to say anything and then say the opposite. That's it. That's all that is. That's all that is. That's all that is. There's just somebody waiting for me to say something so they can say the opposite. Hey, yo, BQ, could I ask you a question real quick?
Quick question. Yeah, you good.
How many people in our family actually calls me by my government name?
2 people. That's it.
Right? Nobody calls me by my government name, right?
No.
Okay, so one more question. I said 2 questions, right? Or I said 1 question?
Mm-hmm.
2 questions, right? All right, so second question, because I know you got to get back to work. How long has it been, do you know anybody that ever called me by my government name other than probably the 2 or 3 people that you know?
No.
Nobody ever calls me by my government name, right?
No one knows that information at all.
No one. Thank you very much. You're the best. Enjoy your day. Hey, you want to plug anybody right now?
Oh, yeah. We just, we got a couple of things coming out. We got a show coming up February 13th, a little surprise birthday party. We're just going to have a little showcase. So we're going to keep you posted. Everybody follow me on IG, BP Mommy, Murder Mommy BQ, Twitter. Yeah, you know how we do. Let's get it.
Appreciate you. Later.
I appreciate you. I love you so much. You have a good one, sir.
Later.
Enjoy the show.
Thank you. Nobody calls me by my government name. So if anybody is contacting you, calling me by my government name, niggas is They is not in the loop. I don't F with them. That's my sister-in-law. I knew her about 20 years. I knew her about 20 years. She said 2 people. Oh, man. Anyway, shout out to that. Let's play a music video real quick. I need more music videos to run on the channel. We need more music videos. We need a bigger show. We need a bigger music video. Let's play the bag song real quick, because that's done quick. Let's go. Somebody already got kicked. Dope. Somebody already got kicked. Dope.
Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing. Cuckoo. And get thrown out the conversation. Throw up 2 fingers and tell them, please don't keep the drama waiting. Bye. Donate to the cause and hit the cash app. And if you ain't got it, them likes are free. Go and smash that. BBN. Hit that with a hashtag. Sick with the content. Come around and need a hazmat. Jack Frost. Yeah, you dudes need to back off. You got the work around here. Yeah, we all tip our hats off. Keep the same name. That's what you point for. But if you coming back in, put a 2.0. Big bags. And you asking what they heavy for. Foot and ass be going hella crazy with the petty wars. Good conversation, that's what we be really ready for. A conversation like being on the bottom of a heavy whore. Nah. Why niggas be like that? Unsubscribe and tell them, yo, hey, I'll be right back. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing.
Yeah, bags. We just kicked that guy straight out the door. We don't got time for that. We hold those over here. Who the fuck is that dude? Hold on. Can we get bags in the chat? Y'all don't see it, but somebody got hit with bags. Can we get all the bags? Yeah, I just wanted to, sometimes I need a break. I ain't gonna lie to you. Alright, and we need more music to play on the channel, so I need to definitely look into getting a little bit more. We got music, we got the no cap jump off. I should have played that. I gotta get that on the rotation. The no cap jump off. We're gonna probably play that tonight. I gotta get everything in the jump off. Anyway, let's get back to the show. Do y'all remember in the beginning of last year, beginning of 2020, not the beginning, but after the coronavirus situation created the pandemic, which then created the where we don't go outside no more. Remember what I told y'all? I said a lot of rappers is gonna end up in jail. I said a lot of rappers is gonna be losing money. I said a lot of rappers is gonna be in trouble. Last year was probably our biggest year with rappers getting arrested and killed. Could somebody name me a different year where rappers got arrested and killed at the clip, no pun intended, of last year? And while we're doing that real quick, so I just walked past the mirror. For everybody that don't know, I gotta throw the shit the other way. For everybody that don't know, so I've been kind of fasting lately, and I've been worrying a lot more about my health. My whole stomach disappeared, y'all. Like my whole stomach. Like I used to have a little stomach going on over here. Anybody that see me in person, I know y'all kind of seen it coming out a little. I used to have a whole stomach. My whole stomach is disappeared, yo. Like what the hell? I stopped eating in the middle of the night. That was one of the big things. My whole stomach disappeared. For everybody that don't know, hold on one second. For everybody that don't know, after the lives at night, I usually used to go and run down to the 7-Eleven or whatever and go get me some snacks. I just stopped doing it, right? For whatever the reason. And now look, healthier. It's like, that's why I try to tell you, you got to listen to God. The Most High is going to show up in your life and What? And I'm not pulling the stomach in. This is pulling my stomach in, just so we can be clear. I'm not pulling my stomach in. Kimo Sabi says, salute and much respect for us. What the heck is going on? Plenty of people been saying a lot of people in the rap industry will get caught up. It's crazy. No, I was saying this shit in the beginning of 2020. As soon as they said people was going to get, I'm going to tell you why I was saying it. Do y'all remember when everything first broke? First of all, what's one of the things that we talk about on this channel all the time? Rappers need to tour. Rappers need to tour. Rappers need to tour. Remember when we was talking about the situation that happened when Nicki Minaj's tour had basically got, she didn't sell no tickets. They canceled the tour, whatever. Remember we was discussing that? And I was like, rappers need to tour. Remember when Tekashi 6ix9ine initially got in trouble and they was talking about he was going to get blackballed or whatever the case is? And I was like, well, one of the problems is going to be nobody's going to tour with him. Rappers need to tour. That's how you make your money. Anyway, because of the lockdown, rappers can't tour. Why do you think all of the rappers is trying to pull up in freaking Atlanta? Because Atlanta's open. So all the rappers is trying to pull up in Atlanta. Because in Atlanta, you can go do shows. You could go through walkthroughs. You could go to strip clubs and shit is open. Right? Am I wrong? Is the strip clubs open in Atlanta? Am I right about that or am I wrong? I think I'm right. I might be wrong. Who knows? But the clubs and stuff seem to be open in Atlanta. That's why how much shit is going on in Georgia right now? Why effing Lucci? Right? R.I.P. King Vaughn. Right? This dude. Right? How much more stuff is going on? Why everything is happening in Atlanta right now is because that's where everybody at. And there's not enough money to go around. You got people that's used to probably pulling in $100,000 a week. Now they gotta live off of like $10,000 a week. The strip clubs is open in Mississippi. I did not know that, but you also talking about Mississippi. I don't think black people want to go there but so much. But that's just, I've been telling y'all this. That's where rappers make their money at. Rappers, when these rappers be talking about their streams, that's dope, right? It's dope when these rappers be talking about their streams. That's dope, right? But the rappers don't make their money off of their streams unless they own their fucking content. You think Charlemagne gets paid due to how many times the Breakfast Club videos play on YouTube? I doubt it. If he does, that means that's written into his contract. Because the Breakfast Club's content is not Charlemagne's content. He does not own that content, as far as I know. The people that own that radio station own that content. So when you have an artist that comes out with a song, that artist doesn't always, unless he owns his own content, get paid all of the money from whatever YouTube or Spotify streams they are. Why do you think they trying to sign all these SoundCloud rappers? They not trying to just sign these SoundCloud rappers because these SoundCloud rappers got are good artists. They're trying to sign them because of their fan bases. Wait, who you talking about, DSTN? They trying to sign them because of their fan bases. They trying to sign them because they realize, the record labels realize they can't compete with SoundCloud. The record labels cannot compete with SoundCloud. What up, Garrett Crawford? They can't. I'm telling you they can't. They can't compete with SoundCloud. Oh, Charlemagne. Shout out to Charlemagne. Yeah, Charlemagne got books and he does tours. He should. He should. That brother's knowledgeable. But you know how many people probably hating on him? You know how many people is trying to tell the whole world that Charlemagne is a goofball, don't know nothing? That man is knowledgeable. Whether I agree with everything involving with him or not, I'm going to respect talent. I'm going to respect intellect. All day, every day. I'm going to respect know-how. All day, every day. Pay attention to those people that don't respect intellect, that don't respect know-how. Pay attention to those people. Because those are the people that are going to lie about the truth every opportunity they get if it benefits them. Pay attention to them. I told y'all these rappers was going to be all messed up. I told y'all. These rappers is screwed up right now. They got problems.
Important that
I hate when my phone this is why I leave my phone up. People wonder why when I put if I'm with you, just so we could be clear, and you see me put my phone down upside down, it's not because I'm trying to hide anything. It's because my phone comes on by itself, one, and two, sometimes I don't even be opening the damn thing up. It just opens up and does its own thing. So if I'm ever with you or ever have been with you, all of my phones have been doing this. So if I'm ever with you or ever have been with you and you see me turn my phone upside down like this, I'm not hiding anything. I don't got nothing to hide, just so we can be clear. Chemo Sabi says Charlemagne the God has the ears to the streets and of course have people in the media with connections. I think he's just a savvy individual, no pun intended. Not for nothing. I think he's just savvy. DSTN said rappers, comedian, anyone who entertains for a living is in trouble. That's a fact. What about Wendy Williams? What about Wendy Williams? I don't understand. I don't understand where that's coming from. Explain to me where that's coming from before I even I don't know where that's coming from. I don't know why you would just randomly say Wendy Williams, but I don't know. So check this out, just so we can be clear, right? I want to be extremely transparent on this next thing that I'm going to say. Now more than ever, it should be obvious how rappers are being abused. How rappers are being abused. It should be obvious. Another thing that should be obvious is a lot of these rappers that's out here living like they got all this money and everything else, they're not making their money off of rap. That's why I just said that, DZ. A lot of people, but I just found out that that's the way that the cheaters put their phone. I just found that out. Literally just found that out. And I was somewhere with a chick that I was dating at one point, and we was in a dark place that was like a club, and there was some people performing, pole dancing and stuff like that. And I didn't even know that that was a thing. So I thought when my phone was up like this and it kept lighting up, I thought I was disturbing people. If I would have knew that meant something about cheating, I would have just left my phone facing up. You keep it a stack with you. I just thought I was disturbing people, so I flipped my phone over because it just was kept lighting up. Because like I've been telling you, I've been doing social media for many years. Savvy Chemo Savvy says, Jack Frost, you think some of these artists and people in the music industry are targets or just irresponsible? I think the majority of them have been living a lifestyle where they didn't have to be responsible. Is that fair? So whether they're targets or not is moot. It's moot. It doesn't matter. I think a lot of them have been living lifestyles that they didn't have to be responsible, where responsibility wasn't of paramount importance. That they had so many people covering for them. You understand what I'm saying? That they had so many people. Yeah, but I've never cheated on nobody a day in my life, DZ. Just so we could be clear. Never, 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 never. And I don't cheat on people not dependent on how much I might care for the person I'm with. I don't cheat on people because of who I am. I just want to hold myself to a high standard. I mean, I don't know no other way to say it. I want to hold myself to a high standard. I want to hold myself responsible. That's just me, though. I think a lot of people in the music industry have not had to be responsible. This is the best way I could put it. The majority of the individuals, when they become rappers, they're young. They're easy to manipulate, easy to control. They're easy to manipulate, easy to control. So they don't really have no responsibility. Because the people that want to control everything that they do say, don't worry about it, I got that. Don't worry about that, I got that. How do you learn responsibility if everybody always got you? So they don't learn how to their own business. That's why you got people like Jay-Z is killing the game. He's always going to be killing the game. He always has been killing the game once he got his foot in the door. Because Jay-Z might be a great hustler, but he's also an incredibly responsible human being when it comes to business. Don't let that go over your head. If you're not planning what you got coming for next year, I don't care if you get to that point or not. You got to have a plan for next year. How you know what you're doing this year if you don't have a plan for next year? How the hell you know what you're doing this year if you don't have a plan for next year? You don't even know what road you're supposed to be going down. So a lot of these rappers, they get young, they get fame young. Somebody else controls everything. They never learn how to control. They never learn how to direct their career. They never understand the responsibilities in which it takes for them to be able to do the things that they needed to do. Then COVID hit. You know what makes it so you don't have to be responsible? Money. The more money you have, the less responsible you have to be. The flip side of that, the less money you have, also the less responsible you have to be. Because if you don't got nothing to lose, you don't have nothing to lose. Whereas, if you can't lose, you don't have nothing to lose. So the more money you have, the less responsible you have to be. And the less money you have. If you have no money, you don't have to be responsible. You don't got nothing to lose. I'm going to tell you something that I'm going to put you on to something real quick. Our justice system is set up like this. Our American justice system is set up like this. And this is sad. But our American justice system is set up so it can help people that don't have jobs, that aren't doing anything, go to prison. Because in prison, you'll have value to America. But out here, while you don't have a job, out here while you're not working, out here while you're not paying taxes, you are not being an asset to the government. But when you go to jail, you're an asset to the government. So the government, there's aspects of the government that need for you to be selling drugs in your neighborhood. Because first of all, drugs in the neighborhood fuels that economy. We wouldn't know how poor some of these areas are if there wasn't drugs in the neighborhood. We're having a flip, topsy-turvy thing going on now. And it's primarily, in my opinion, due to the internet. Because now, because of the internet, you could live in the worst part of town and have a good job. Because you want to know what happens when you go fill out a job application? They look at your name, they look at your ethnicity, and they look at where you live. If you live in a part of town where they might not want anybody there working from there. If you have an ethnicity that they might not want to hire no more of you. They look at your name, they look at your ethnicity, they can tell just how deep down the rabbit hole you and your family might go. Now they're looking at where you live. What the internet has done is, the internet has made it so people could work from home. So the people that hire you don't have to physically worry about you seeing them. They don't have to physically worry about whoever that you are working with, like the customer, physically seeing you. So now they want to take back some of these neighborhoods, and that creates gentrification. So don't get lost. Don't get lost. A lot of people are going to be lost. So the other day, I looked at somebody's live. I looked at about 20 minutes of their live. And I 100% prefer watching something that's giving me no good information rather than something that's just giving me bad information. There are a lot of people. I seen somebody on IG the other day, a YouTube content creator, posting himself with his guns. I seen a young lady that is a, I don't want to call out what she does. I don't want nobody to figure out who I'm talking about. But she posted herself with her gun. And I say all this to say this. Don't get lost. I'm saying all this to say this. These people would not be posting those things unless somebody was actively threatening them. You can say what you want. But unless somebody was actively threatening them, they wouldn't be posting these things. I got into a situation a while back. I had to go to court. Right now, I still got a couple of months left that I got to deal with it. The courts asked me to bring in any weapons that I had. Got any guns, you got to bring them in. We got to hold on to them. You get it back in a year. I didn't even know I could legally carry. So as soon as I get out of this trouble, the first thing I'm going to do is go apply for a permit. I didn't even know I could legally carry. So I say all that to say this. What do you want your life to be based around? Do you want your life to be based around what could be, where you're trying to go, or do you want your life to be based around all you doing is involving yourself and listening to people talk about beef all day, angry all day, upset all day? Because then that's what your life is going to be. You want to know why a lot of people have being raised is difficult? Because their parents had to go work somewhere where they was getting abused all day, where they was just hearing negativity all day, where they was upset all day, where they was angry all day. And then they came home and they fed that to their family. You know what the internet allows you to do? The internet allows you to stay home, don't go nowhere. Get all the anger, get all the abuse. You don't even got to go to work no more. So I'm watching this person's channel, and I'm busy listening to what they're saying, and I'm actively thinking to myself, I didn't even say $5 to $10 drops today, did I? And the show's almost over. I didn't call no drops not one time. See, I forget. I just remembered. Or what should I say? I was just reminded. I forget. I don't know. Well, if somebody want to do if somebody want to do a $10 drop to the Cash App, it would be much appreciated. Shout out to that. We always trying to get $5 to $10 drops to the Cash App. I forgot to say it. I just want to be clear on this real quick. Wait, Chemo Sabi says, it's crazy right now in Texas. Some female shot and killed Beyonce's cousin rapper Cordone. Yep, I saw about that. I should have did a video on it. But it's a long story. Subscribe to the Patreon. I'm gonna make sure that I start making the videos first before I tell you about it. Chemo Savvy said it's sad, but many of us in the hood or the ghettos or projects, we can't adjust to gentrification. This is true. Y'all do understand that what they're really trying to do is move the drugs out of the community, right? For everybody that's like, oh, they're trying to get black people out of this community, black people out of that community, the gentrification thing. You know, they're really just trying to move the drugs out of the community, right? They're trying to move the drugs out of the community. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make the community safer. The problem is, in order to make the community safer, they literally have to move a lot of people that ain't doing nothing out of the community also. Just for the people that didn't know what was actually going on. They're literally just trying to make the community safer. There is a belief that if black people live a place, it can't be safe. Can you name me a safe black neighborhood? Can anybody here in New York City name me a safe black neighborhood in New York City? Just being fair, just being transparent. Can you name me one neighborhood that's a predominantly black neighborhood in New York City that's safe? Anybody? I mean, you can name it from any city or state, but in New York City, I know New York City, so I can call the book BS. I don't know these other states, so I really can't call it. So, do you know one neighborhood in New York City that's a predominantly black neighborhood that's safe? And I'm not saying safe for black people. I'm saying safe is a general term. Can you name me one? What the fuck? Something bit me or something. Taz the God said, I'm still thinking. Name me one. I can't think of any. I can't think of any. What do I know, right? So that's why they got to gentrify. Because there is a belief that if a community is predominantly black, it's not safe. There's a belief that if a community is predominantly black people, there's drugs everywhere. Now, could somebody please tell me where I'm wrong? DZ says Baldwin Hills in LA, the only one I know are in Cali. I'm gonna believe you because I fuck with DZ, so I know he ain't bullshit. What up, Miss Stockton? I said what's up to you in Rondell's unpopular opinion chat, and you ain't even say hi back to me, but it's okay. So I just want us to think about that while we're upset about gentrification. We're upset over this. You're upset over that. You're upset over this. You're upset over that. But are we going to do any self-reflection? Any self-reflection? Of course the murder rates is up. Everybody is staying close to home. People got money problems right now. The murder rate is going to go up for a number of different reasons. There's a lot of reasons for the murder rate to go up currently, just so we could be 100% transparent. Hey. Right when I called it too. Shout out to Gary Crawford. Shout out to Gary Crawford with the $5 hater drop. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? The haters. Shout out to Gary Crawford with the $5 drop. Let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops before the end of the show. We got 20 minutes. Let's go. End of the show at 11, man. We got 20 minutes. Let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops before the end of the show. The murder rate is always going to go up whenever you have situations where there's angst and despair. Let's just be honest and let's just be clear. Okay, so look at it like this, right? In all transparency, in our communities, you're more respected for being a tough guy than being a smart guy. You're more respected for being an individual that's ready to throw your life away than being an individual that cares about your own family. Let's just be honest. The number one thing, if you're a black man, the number one thing that you have to be is ready to fight for no reason. That's the number one thing you got to be ready to do. Fight for no reason. If you're not a black man that'll fight for no reason, other people don't consider you to be a black man. They consider you to be a pussy. Tell me where I'm wrong. I don't like to fight anybody if they come up to me and they have a problem. Because that's it. To me, it looks like a setup. I'm always going to think that's a setup. So I don't know you. You see me walking down the street. You walk up to me because you have an issue with me. I don't even know you. How you got an issue with me? We don't know each other. That sounds like a setup to me. Shout out to DZ with the 510 Oakland drop. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? He said the nickel and dime. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? The haters. I'm just keeping it a stack. I'm just keeping it a stack. You know how many people right now is dead? Because they was walking on the block, minding their own business. Some random person that was having a bad day decided to get into a fight with them. They whooped that individual. Now that individual come back and start blowing the women. Like, you understand what I'm saying? You know how many people is dead right now because of that? With some dude locked up in jail he didn't care about life. Now he locked up in jail. He got a free bed. He don't got to worry about rent. He don't got to worry about no bills. You get 3 meals a day. No, he had no plans on going nowhere. He had no plans on going nowhere. He gonna get out in 10 years. He brag about how when he got out, how he did 10 years, because now that's something. Yo, why you was in jail? Yeah, I murdered this guy. Because, you know, killing somebody is one of the best things you could do if you were a black man. In our communities, we'll respect the guy that killed somebody more than we'll respect the person who made it out the hood. Tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong. on 1 second. I want to know where I'm wrong at. A mofo will respect the dude forever that senselessly murdered other people. But you make it out the hood and you do better by your family? You want to know what you are? You everything bad. You everything wrong with black people. You think you the shit. You conceited. You think you better than me. All because you made it out the hood. But the dude that's still in the hood because he busy murdering other black people, nah, he the man though. The dude that's still in the hood, that's senselessly trying to get himself involved in dangerous situations involving other black people, that's causing other black people their lives, he the man though. He the man though. But you made it out the hood, raising your kids to be doctors and lawyers, raising your kids to be benefits to the community. You think you white. And this is the mentality that we have. So I'm not even against gentrification anymore. Because I understand what's happening. They got neighborhoods that they can raise the rent in. If I own, let's say you own a building. Hold on. Let's say you own a building. You got people living in your building. You got problems getting the rent from. You in court 5, 6, 7 times a damn month. You in court 5, 6, 7 times a damn month. Trying to get your rent. You got these same people you can't get out of your building doing all types of different illegal activity. You want to know what that does? That drives down the property value of that whole area. So now, let's say you bought the building for a couple of $100,000. The value of that property probably since you bought it done went down $75,000. So now if you want to sell that building, you're about to take a loss. And people are upset about gentrification. You want to know the main people that's upset about gentrification? The main people. The people who are the problems. They're the main people. You trying to tell me if my neighborhood gets gentrified, my rent's going to go up. That's a fact. But we're going to get better stores. Crime's going to go down. They're going to clean up the place. It's going to look aesthetically more pleasing. There's not going to be drugs everywhere. That sounds like some shit you will want to pay more for, doesn't it? That sounds like the reason why some people move out of the hood, isn't it? Yo, we got to get out of here, man. The drugs is just bad. The place looks dirty. There's dope fiends and crackheads on every corner. That's a reason to literally move. So you trying to tell me if my neighborhood gets gentrified, my rent is going to go up. But my quality of living, my quality of life here is also going to go up. I pay a couple extra $100 a month. You trying to tell me my kids, I'm not going to have to worry about my kids going to the store? You trying to tell me the schools are going to get better? Because all of these things are going to improve when gentrification comes. And you're also trying to tell me they don't want all of us blacks gone. They literally just want the people who are part of the problem gone. And that's why the police pull up. My kids are gonna be safer? You trying to tell me now I don't gotta move to the Poconos? My kids are gonna be safer. I'm not gonna have to worry about some random fool shooting my kids while he's trying to hit somebody else outside. We did not have the saloon on Saturday. My fault, Foot in the Ass Entertainment. I was absolutely out of it. There was no saloon on Saturday. I needed a day to recoup. I was spent. I was literally spent. I was just too exhausted. I'm going to apologize to everybody about that. I was too exhausted on Saturday. Let's give 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App. Come on, y'all. I forget to say that. I only remember it because somebody came in here talking about the saloon. I be forgetting this. I forget to say it. Vix is in here this morning to remind me. Vix usually reminds me with her post. DZ says, not here in the Bay Area. Oakland is being gentrified because Silicon Valley is in our backyard, and they are moving to Oakland because San Fran and San Jose is high. We played the... Oh, that's right. We do got the saloon hook. You know what? I need to make a post and put this shit on IG.
He chased up.
Somebody was reposted, and I gotta repost that for them. Also, we doing promotion today. So anybody that want promotion, hit me up. We are doing promotion today. Tim Quan says, for some people who don't be part of the problem don't have the money to stay in the gentrified neighborhood. Also, the business that would be brought in wouldn't even be black owned. Those are great arguments to make, right? And that's literally why you have to show up to your community meetings. Because if you're not trying to help the problem, you are part of the problem. If you're an individual that's fighting, if they're trying to gentrify your neighborhood and they're trying to get the drug dealers and they're trying to get the drugs out of their neighborhood, and you're so busy trying to fight to make sure that they don't get the drugs and the drug dealers out of the neighborhood, guess who they have to move out of the neighborhood? They got to move you out of the neighborhood. But if you show up to these community meetings where all of the gentrification business is happening at, listen, you got to show up to these community meetings where all of the gentrification conversation is happening at. And y'all have to talk. Yo, look, we've already been living here. I don't want my rent going up. We like the changes, but we can't afford our rent going up. And you have to fight for that. Period. Oh, you can't fight for that. Because you need an excuse. I get it. You need an excuse. You can't fight for that. But you could fight to keep the drugs in the neighborhood. You could fight to keep all the guns and the violence in the neighborhood. But you can't go fight the government to make sure that the rent don't go up. Because you can't afford it. You can't go fight the government to get some kind of assistance if the rent does go up, because you shouldn't be impacted because you are not part of the problem. You can't do that, but you can want to keep... No, I get you. I get you. And just so we can be clear, TZ Foshizi said that's not how it really goes. Explain, my brother. I'm not 100% sure, but join the conversation. I'm not sure what you're saying. That's not how it goes, but join the conversation. I want to know what your opinion on what we're talking about is. Join the conversation. Because in order for gentrification to come to your neighborhood, the people in the community, whoever your community board is, or whatever the hell that is, whoever your local officials is, they voted for that shit. You do know that, right? So if you're not showing up to any of these meetings, if you're not voicing your opinion, if you're not fighting, I'm not saying you're gonna win. I'm saying if you're not fighting, I don't know what to tell you. Almost every neighborhood I've ever lived in, with the exception of the one that I'm in right now, I knew all the people that did whatever they did. Nobody ever had a problem with me. With the exception of where I'm currently at, obviously. I knew all the people that was doing whatever they was doing. Nobody never had a problem with me. Move the same way. Mind my business, keep my head down. Also, I was a basketball star most of my life in the neighborhoods I've lived in. So maybe that's the reason. TZ for CZ said, yeah, the major and elders fight to get the grant, and normally they invite you back based off income. So what? Oh, so you saying dude don't know what he talking about. You saying Tim Quan don't know what he talking about. I agree. I agree Tim Quan don't know what he talking about. I agree. I could tell he don't go to community meetings. He's never been to one. Guess who's been to one? I could tell he's never been to a community meeting. I could tell there's a good chance that he don't know many politicians. I'm not saying he don't know many politicians. I'm just saying there's a good chance that he's never had conversations on the side with politicians about policy. Guess who has? Jack Frost. That's not even a flex. That's just a fact. That's why I keep trying to tell people. People be so enamored with individuals talking about stuff that they don't know nothing about. They just saying sound bites that they heard somewhere. And then they're going to say that's their opinion. So he want me to respect his opinion while he's in here telling y'all something that's, not necessarily factually correct. Okay, so this is the thing about New York. I'm going to explain to you the thing about New York. New York is extremely high living here. I had somebody come up in here the other day and tried to tell me, okay, so there's a post about this hotel that I'm staying in, and it'd be like cheap rates. And if you look at just what it says on the advertisement, it says $68 a night, right? But I'm going to tell you what they did. They took a picture, whatever that advertisement is, took a picture or a screenshot that they have from like 6-7 years ago, and they're still using it today. Ain't shit in here $68 a night in this hotel I'm staying in. Not shit. Nothing. The person sent the damn thing to me. I went downstairs and I had it out with the people. And they was like, look, man, that's not even a thing. You know what I'm saying? Look at this picture. They're like, that's not even a thing. And these people are extremely nice to me. So there's no reason for them to lie to me. So the point in which I'm trying to make is New York is extremely expensive to live in. Period. So if you're living here and you're not taking advantage of some of the benefits of living here, then I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't live here. Maybe moving somewhere else isn't a bad idea. But I used to do moving and storage for a living. So I used to move people for a living. And I'm telling you, we'll move somebody out of New York City, and a year, 2 years later, they calling us to move them back. I'm going to say that again. We will move somebody out of New York City. A year, 2 years later, sometimes a couple of months later, they're calling us to move them back. That's why every time somebody tell me about how they want to move out of New York City and they give me the reasons, I just be sitting there. I be like, all right, I guess that's a good reason. You know what? That's a great reason. I'm not even knocking you. Way too much crime, expensive to live here. Those are beautiful reasons. I don't even think any of those reasons are bad reasons. But what's going to happen is you're going to move from New York City and you're going to move somewhere where you don't know nobody. I'm going to explain to you what I heard some of the problems be. A lot of people move places where they don't know nobody. If you're going to move from New York City, I'm encouraging you. If you're going to move from wherever you live, I'm encouraging you to move somewhere where you know people. Move somewhere where you got friends or family. Move somewhere where you're not alone. That's one. Two, if you're moving somewhere and you have to change jobs, make sure that you're changing your job to a job where you make complimentary money. Because if you live in New York City and you making, let's say, $20 an hour and you're like, it's too expensive to live here, and you move somewhere else and now you're making $12 an hour, you got the same problem. Tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong. Because I've spoken to these individuals, obviously, that we moved back to New York City. And those are the biggest complaints. I moved out here. I didn't know nobody. I thought I was going to meet people. I don't got no friends. I don't got no family. It was a struggle. I was alone. I move out here with my wife. It's just me, my wife, and my kids. We don't know nobody. I move out here. Yeah, the cost of living is cheaper, but I had to get a new job. The job I get don't pay as much as my old job. Just telling you. Let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App. Come on, y'all. Let's go. I'm just telling y'all. So that's why when I hear people say what they say, I say, okay, not a problem. But I move people for a living. For a lot of years of my life. I started working in the moving. My father's owned a moving company almost like a lot of years, like maybe about 30, 35 years. 30, 35 years my father owned a moving company. I worked in the moving company probably when I started working there when I was probably like 14, 15 years old. Hold on. I'm sorry about this. I'm sorry. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry about this. I gotta send this thing out right now. Right this second. But yeah, I get it. People think moving out of New York City is better, but it's if you're not moving, if you're not going to a better situation, my thought is you should always stay put. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's always been what my thought is. If you're not moving on to a better situation, you should probably stay put. That's always been what my position has been on said matter. Prince to Amir says, I remember this nice a woman saying $10 an hour was the bare minimum for her dude in 1991. Think about it. God dang it. I don't know where that password is at. All right. Think about that. $10 an hour, be a minimum. 1991. I wasn't making $10 in 1991. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know about those luxuries. Those are absolute luxuries. Those are absolute luxuries. Shit, when I first started working, I was just working. Like, not for nothing. Like, real quick, when I first started working, like, I would literally be working, and I'm a kid, so I guess, parents, I need for parents to stop saying this. When your kid work for you, I don't care how many bills you pay. Pay your kids the right way. Don't think, oh, but you live with me, you only need $30 and then work your kid for 8-9 hours a day. That's crazy. That's abuse, in my opinion. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But pay your kid the right amount of money for what the kid is doing. If the kid can only do but so much, I respect that. Look, you really can't do what everybody else could do. What you're doing is a lot less than what everybody else is doing. So I'm gonna give you $30, but I'm not gonna make you work 9 hours for the $30. We only gonna have you here for about 3 or 4 hours, and then you're gonna go home. And I'm talking about in the 90s, obviously. Nowadays it'll be like $50 for about 3 or 4 hours. Then I'm gonna send you home. I'm gonna let you work, I don't know, 4 hours. I'm gonna give you $50. You can't really do but so much. A lot of this is hard labor, hard work. I want you to learn the importance of hard work, but at the same time, I want you to also know your value. A lot of people don't value themselves because of the way that they was treated when they was brought up. Treat your kids to understand and know their value. There's a person, I forgot who it is, and they name their son Mr. So whenever anybody speaks to them, they have to say Mr. to him. Call him Mr. whatever it is. Mr. whatever that. And I thought, you know what? Whoever that individual is that did that, I know they think that that's genius, right? But I think that that's damaging. I think that you just passing on your pain and your hurt for the lack of respect in which you received in society. A lot of times I receive disrespect in society. C. Graf said it's like 160 a night at that spot. Thank you. On a good day, just so we could be clear, on a good day, somebody tried to tell me it was $68. No, nigga, this is not. That's a whole lie. Thank you, C. Graf. I appreciate you. So I remember growing up having to work 8-9 hours and then getting paid $30. $40 if I was lucky. But it is what it is. I don't regret it. It would have been nice to get paid more, but what would I have done with the money? You feel me? So I keep that in perspective also. And I do appreciate all of the bills that my father has paid throughout the course of my life. I mean, if I'm 10, 12 years old, he should be paying the bills, right? I mean, you don't send your 12-year-old out and say you gotta go work. That damn Con Ed ain't gonna pay itself. Like, what the fuck? So I hate when parents say that. Well, I pay the bills. Yeah, but you also made me. You know, I don't have to be here, you rat bastard. So, you know, you could have had a little bit less fun that day. That day that I was conceived, you could have went to sleep. Don't forget that. That's why I'm here. You decided to not go to sleep. That day I was conceived. You decided it was party time. Party. Like, you know what I mean? That's what you decided. So we not doing that. You pay all the bill shit. You could have went to sleep. You could have rolled over, both of you and her, just so we could be clear. Where my stimulus check? Motherfucker. Anyway, part of my language. We going a little bit long today. I'm gonna let y'all go. Pull up for tonight's show tonight. This is what we doing today. Listen. This is what we doing. Whatever y'all think the Tonight Show should be about, I want y'all motherfuckers, pardon me, I want y'all to post and tag me. Every single thing that y'all post and tag me to, I'm going to consider that to be a topic for the Tonight Show tonight. I want y'all to post and tag me. You hear? I want y'all to go, if y'all find anything that y'all want to discuss tonight on the Tonight Show, I want y'all to post and tag me. And this is what I want your post to be. Listen. I'm going to play the best ones tonight. I want you to speak into your thing and say, Jack Frost, I want you to do the whole BBN start. BBN, Jack Frost, what's up, party people? And then I want you to talk about the thing that you think we should talk about tonight. The 5 best ones I'm going to play tonight on the Tonight Show. No music in the background, please. If any music is in the background, you're already disqualified because I can't play it because of YouTube. Do y'all get what I'm saying? What I want you to do, and this is if this is something you want to do, okay? Obviously, I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you what not to do. But check this out. This is what we're going to do. Whatever you think we should discuss on the Tonight Show tonight, whatever the topic might be, I want you to make a post on IG. You're going to tag me into the post. The post is going to start. BBN, Jack Frost, what's up, party people? And then you're going to tell me about whatever the thing is, and it has to be 59 seconds or shorter. I'm going to repost all of the ones. I'm going to repost every last one. Okay, I probably can't repost every. I only expect like 2 or 3 of you guys to do it in the first place. Like, not for nothing. So I'm going to repost the first 10 that I see. The first 10 that I see, I'm going to repost. Right? I don't care how you make yourself up. You could put on shit, try to look like me. I don't even care. You could put I don't got missing teeth, but I was going to say, you could put a black thing over your teeth. I don't care. Like, I don't care. But, you could put fake teeth in that look fucked up. I don't care. I'm going to repost the first 10 that I see. And I'm going to play on the show tonight the top 5. Do you get it? I don't know who want to be involved in this, but I'm telling you, that's what we're doing tonight. Depending on how this works out, It's depending on how often we're going to continue to do it in the future. I hope that's clear. I don't know if anybody heard what I'm saying because nobody's commenting. Nobody's like, this is a terrible idea. Nobody's like, this is a great idea. Nobody's commenting, so I don't know how anybody feels about this. Anyway, let's do the drops for the day. I think we had one or two. Hold on. Shout out to Garrett Crawford with the $5 drop, and shout out to DZ with the $5.10 drop. Saloon will be open tonight for everybody that needs to know. Saloon will be open tonight. Also, just so I'm clear, oh shit. Also, just so I'm clear, if you send me a good one, I might make a video and put you in the video. Also, so if you send me a good one about a good topic, I might make the video and put you in the video. Just so we can be clear. Especially if you make one on a topic in which I am discussing. Okay. And it could be about whatever. I don't care if it's about a movie, television show, whatever. I don't care. It could be about whatever y'all want it to be about. Just make the post. Start the post. BBN, Jack Frost, what's up, party people? And then tell me about the thing that you think we should be discussing tonight. Tag me in it. Also, if you make the post at like 7, 8 o'clock at night and you complain that it didn't make it to the show, that's on you. Make the post before 5 o'clock today. Alright? Before 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock the latest. If you make it after 6 o'clock, I can't guarantee nothing. I don't care how good the post is. So make the post preferably before 5 o'clock today so I can make sure that I can get to it and I can do whatever I need to do. With that being said, I appreciate y'all. Let's go do something productive today. Let's go do something all the way productive today. It's snowing outside, so be careful, be safe. Watch the way that you're moving out there. It's snowing outside. It's dangerous outside currently. Alright? Period. With that being said, I love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I'll start this back over. Yes, Foot in the Ass Entertainment. Thank you for correcting that. And this is the only reason why I'm going to start back over. Eastern Standard Time. 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Thank you very much. I should have said that, Foot in the Ass Entertainment. Usually when somebody says something while I'm doing the drop at the end, the going out at the end, I usually don't reference it, but Foot in the Ass Entertainment is 100% correct. It has to be 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.